It's like suspense and action, and it's called Perseverance. That's I got the part 1, but I know the part 2 is coming out sometime in Q1 of this year. But I did get the demo for that too. I'm super down to try it out. Someone escaped from the research facility. You need to retrieve her. Retrieve? I thought we'd disappeared people. What happened? You'll be briefed with more details shortly. We have our suspicions, but we need to gather more information. Have you finished your current assignment? Wrapping up, sir. Good. We're glad that your training pays off. I apologize if this ruins your holiday plans. I don't like the stillness anyway. It breaks my focus. I'm better off working. And then, good. Contact your source. Pick up your gear and go through the briefing. Get this over with as soon as possible, and you're in for a drive. Am I supposed to bring her back alive? Not necessarily. Oh, understood. This looks so crazy. My name's Jack. Don't worry, you don't have to remember it. I'm gonna die soon anyway. Oh, Jack? No. I don't write these words to be remembered. I just want to explain how we ended up like we are now. How and why the mankind collapsed. How come I was the one to witness it? To be honest, I just happened to be there when things started to get out of control. I was a simple guy, born in the mountains, always drawn in by the darkness. But my parents wanted me to go to college. They worked hard and saved money so they could send me there. I had no heart to refuse. Aw, dang, I wish my parents were like that. I'm just kidding. It's expensive as If anything good came out of this venture, it was Natalie. When I first saw her, I thought she was an angel falling down from the sky. We kissed, we made out, it was like heaven. But as soon as the world opened up before me, another force pulled me back to Earth. My father was diagnosed with a terminal case of cancer. I went back home, back to Grayville, a small town in the middle of nowhere. The one that kept this place alive was the nearby military base. Nobody really knew what happened down there, but everybody sure loved talking about it. They said the military conducted human experiments, or that they kept a UFO, stuff that made kids go watch, and much to their parents' dismay. That's a creepy one. But I digress. What you need to know is my father passed away. I was left alone in my little hometown without any education. I couldn't get a job at the base. The town didn't have lots of offers either. Thankfully, my angel didn't forget about me. Natalie called. I asked her to come, so she did. When I proposed, she gave me a serious look and said, "Kneel before me, man." I looked her straight in the eyes, smiled, and just kissed her. I promised I would never kneel before her, and that I would always be there for her. I don't have to tell you that she accepted my proposal. I had to wait for her to graduate. Once she got her degree, I convinced her to move out. We got married, she got pregnant twice. In the end, Hope was our only child. Oh, it's getting through divorce or something. 10 years later, I found myself with another kind of angel. Natalie became the angel of death that wanted my manhood on a platter. Ooh. Stupid as I was, I didn't care. I fought back. Natalie, are you totally out of your mind? Look who's talking. She's just a little girl. A girl. You know how to recognize one of them, right? Are you serious now? I'm dead serious. I'm not letting you take our daughter on a hunt. Why? Do you really want her to be this clueless broad who can't tell left from right, always dependent on others? You're making her a cripple, which she isn't. She still has the time to learn how rough the world can get. She's not a child anymore. You should see her when she's out there in the woods. You should see how smart she is and how quickly she learns new things. But you never. But I never what? Nothing. Forget it. I can't believe what you were just about to say. You know why I can't be around the forest. You know the whole story. I trusted you with it, and yet you really think I don't want to be around my family? That's not important to me to be close to you and Hope? That's not what I meant. Screw you, Jack. I followed you back to this place so you could take care of our father's house and his legacy, whatever it is. After 12 years, I still can't figure it out. Can you? I refused to stay at college and work on my MD because I was in love with you. You promised me happiness. I believed you. I worked my fingers to the bone at the hospital to bring something to the table. I know it's not a banker's job, but I'm doing my best. What's the value you're bringing in? If it wasn't for this falling apart town and its part-time jobs, you wouldn't bring any money to this family. You could have gotten a degree. If you had one, you could get into a job. Okay, so pretty much they're just kind of fighting about income and how much they're doing for each other. and who does more and all that. And he's trying to make sure his daughter knows about like the real world. These are really pretty art though. It kind of reminds me of like, you know, The Walking Dead, like Telltale games. There are times when we don't pay much attention to what's really going on. It all comes down to survival. The survival of ego, expectations, and control. The urge to win and gain an upper hand becomes so powerful it makes us blind to the fact that we're hunting our loved ones in the process. Oh, we get to choose. Do we apologize, stay silent, or persist? Let's stay silent for now. They're both silent. I always admired your composure, level-headedness. Sometimes I think it's just an escape. You run away from me and your own feelings. Silence also means something, you know? You still hold a grudge against me, I can feel it. I know I won't change your mind about hunting. You do as you please. Just be careful with our daughter. She's all I have. Aww. I shouldn't have been so rough with her. I probably should have gone by myself and never brought the subject. Didn't expect to bring me such drama. Where are my car keys? I need to get moving. What am I gonna say to Hope? I already promised her. Hey Hope, what are you doing outside? Come inside. So Hope had actually told her mom that she didn't want to hunt with him because she doesn't want to hurt animals. Well, I'm afraid you'd get angry if I told you, so I told mom, both fighting because of me. So Hope's been messing around the research facility. She says she's really curious about maybe there's like aliens behind that building or something. And Jack's like, have you been watching scary movies with your mom? Hope says, yeah, I mean, I kind of peek in sometimes when she's watching it. And Hope says, yeah, it's really scary, some of these movies. And Jack's just telling her, don't go near the research facility. Can you promise me you won't go near that base again? I promise. Good girl. Maybe the aliens didn't see you. Maybe you're one of the aliens. Dad, it's me. I knew you were there. Oh, they're just playing as if she's an alien. Aww. Alright, let's get ready for a trip. Not this time, I need to take the... Oh, she's not going with him. You'll bring me next time, right? Of course. Can I bring my rabbit plush? So I just keep an eye on him. I don't know, I've lost him again. Have you tried the attic? I don't like going to attic alone. When I come back, we'll look for him together. Promise? Promise. Okay. Think she's in the kitchen? She's prepping something for you, you think? I wonder why your mom sticks around with a clueless guy like me. Do you really wish you had a son instead of me? Oh! Oh! It's okay, Dad. I'll go see how Mom's doing. Oh, no! Dude, Jack just made a mistake. Dad just made a mistake. He was supposed to be like, no! I love you! I never wanted anything else! I'm still trying to figure out what force made me act like that. In front of my family, maybe a short temper. Okay. So Jax always wanted a son, but he didn't get to have one because they had lost their first unborn child. Jack's gonna look for her rabbit plush when he's back, but for right now he's gonna go travel to the gas station, pick up some supplies for his hunting trip coming up. Okay. I made you some sandwiches for the road. Thank you, Nat. I wanted to tell you I'm really hurt by what you said earlier, but I don't want to talk about it right now. Got me thinking, Jack. Thinking about us, about our future. No! Natalie! Don't do this! I love you! I promise I won't take our daughter out to hunting. Don't leave me. Oh, jeez. Oh, she's going back to finish her schooling. Final degree, what she's dreamed of. I mean, why not let her go? It's a huge decision. It could impact our lives. Don't you think we should at least talk about it? We're talking about it now. Ooh. Oh, she's sassy. Guess we're not on the greatest terms. I only hope we can talk about it more before any decisions are made. Besides, what else is hope? I trust you, Jack. I know you didn't mean what you said earlier. You were always a good father, and you are still. You would take care of her. To be honest, I realized I carried my share of guilt too. I found myself competing with you for Hope's love. It's crazy. Alright, and now they're still fighting. She wants to become a physician. You were supposed to say, I know I love you, I know I do. It's nice to hear from your husband, make you feel appreciated. Oh, dude, this relationship is... Oh, it's crumbling. Damn, and I get it. You know, I get her wanting to go back to school. But dang, it's a big decision, you know? She's a mama, she probably hasn't gone to school in a while, and she's got a kid, and, you know. Shang, are you jealous? Confess your feelings, shrug it off. Take it like macho. Well, maybe. You know how Shang he is, there's something mysterious about him. She's interested in another man! Oh, Natalie! What are you doing? Oh, she was torturing him with some of these comments. You are jealous. Okay. Love you, Nat. I know you do, Jack. Call me once you reach the cabin. Okay, so they're both doing separate things, and she's thinking about going back to school and all that, so. This is not the best situation. What's your status? The tracking device works perfectly. I'm 15 clicks away from the target. She's on the move, but appears slow and random. Doesn't look like a challenge. Remember your protocol, don't make a mess. Try to bring her in alive. She might be valuable. We inform you that there's another asset operating in your area. Should your efforts fall, he'll move in. Understood. We're counting on you. Thank you, sir. Dude, they're trying to assassinate Natalie. That's fucked. Friday, Bob's station. Almost everything I needed was at the cabin, but I had to pick a few things up. I decided to stop at Bob's. I didn't feel like roaming around supermarket, besides it's the only place to buy gasoline in a 30-mile radius. 30 miles? Jesus. I also like the owner. Bob wasn't his real name, but that's how he introduced himself. You can get booze here, the proper ones. Jack wants to buy some booze, but he'd have to spend all his money on it. Bob, Jack, good to see such a familiar face. So Bob's mentioning that his business, it's not really that busy ever since they built the highway. Jack is telling Bob about how he needs some time off, and that's why he wants to go on a hunting trip. And Hope isn't able to join because he got into a fight with Natalie about like kids and responsibility, etc. So Bob actually agrees with Hope's point where she would rather take care of animals rather than hunt them or hurt them. Bob actually tried to become a vet once, but he's still paying off the loan for that, and it just didn't work out. What can I get you, Jack? Have a lighter, a flashlight, one instead. Do you have bandages? Okay, actually I think I left them in my cabin. Buy more booze? Do we buy booze? Is that a bad idea? Let's buy more. I might as well keep a spare bottle. Dang, bad decisions. He said that there's different kinds of strength in the world. Take my daughter, I want her to be prepared. Okay. He noticed something strange when he was putting something in his car. A young woman was strolling down the roadside. At first she caught my attention simply because she was coming from outside the town. The longer I watched her, the stranger it seemed. She looked to be around her 30s, but she dressed more like a teenager. I'm pretty sure she wasn't from around here. I couldn't figure out what she was doing out here by herself. She wasn't here for a hike. They were far too thin for the year. She wore heavy makeup. It was smudged here and there. She looked like she ran away from a bad party. Thought maybe her date had left her or something. She looked confused, but strangely enough, she seemed happy at the same time. I decided I might as well talk to her. I mean, wouldn't you be curious too? She looks weird though. She seems sus. Be polite or question her. Let's be polite. I mean, what's he gonna say? Hello, angry mister. I'm not angry. My name's Jack. I'm Jane. You look a bit lost. Guess where am I? Grayville? Never heard of it. Wow. Aren't you a little worried? How did you get here? I don't know. Really? Should I be worried? I have no idea. How come you don't know how you got here? I'd rather not say. It's embarrassing. You can tell me. I could help you. To be honest, I have this condition. Sometimes I forget things, literally. If what happens, if you live the way I do. Okay, she's a party animal, we know. Jane, I don't make much waitressing. I volunteer as a test. You know, pharmaceutical company. Oh, okay, so she's like one of those test subject kind of people where you get paid for helping scientists with research, I think. They observe your behavior in the groups and file some papers. I'm basically part-time lab rat. That's it. She said it a little meaner than I did, but we'll call her a lab rat then. It still doesn't explain how you got here. I walked for the past couple miles. Some random guy picked me up and dropped me here. Oh, They should not be doing this. And prior to that. And then, I told you I don't remember. You're asking way too many questions, Jack. Is there someone we should call or ask to pick you up? That's another question. I guess we could call Jeff, but I doubt he'd pick me up. Oh, Jeff is her cat. Wait, there's one thing you could help me with. I'm a little cold. Should we give her a jacket? Is our girlfriend Natalie gonna think that we having an affair? Okay, we'll give. Oh wait, do I have anything in my jacket? Ooh, she seems really suspicious. I don't want to give her anything. Okay, I'll give her my jacket because I'm really nice. There's a jacket in my car. Dude, I swear if she like comes back and hurts me. Thanks a lot. I'll borrow it for now, but I'd like to send it back when I get home. She's gonna send it back? Like USPS style, or what does she mean? How am I gonna get it back? I don't know her. I remember he looked kind of gloom, like he was disappointed. He would stare at me through a glass window. Could you give me your address so I can send your jacket back? Dude, she's trying to get personal info. She's gonna ask for my social security next. Oh, Jack, no! Why the f would you give her your info? I'll send it back with some gifts. Dude, she's not gonna send it back with any good gifts. That's really weird. If I give someone my jacket and it's not an expensive jacket, I'd be like, no, you can keep it. She's not gonna send his jacket back. All my exes still got my hoodie. Jack, he's the chef around here. He'll help you. Hal Clifford. I'm so hungry, I need to eat something. Figure it out! Dang, Jack is savage! It's like, you already got my jacket, I ain't gonna take care of you more. I got kids. As I watched her walk away, I'm pretty sure I'd never see that jacket again. Then again, I wouldn't be myself if I just left her like that. Dude, that's weird though. It was already late, and I had a long way to reach my cabin. Wasn't a big fan of driving after dark. I didn't want to waste any more time. Okay, she's super sus though. If that was the only situation that happened and she wouldn't give us any details, that's hella sus. With my favorite band on the speaker, I turned on the engine and hit the road. I'm very surprised Jack gave away his address. I would not. Be like, here's my P.O. box. The route I had to take wasn't popular, and it was good for town with less cars moving through. Okay, so he's taking a detour. Oh, and he saw a woman! Oh, hell no. She was leaning back against the car, smoking, appeared relaxed, enjoying the moment. Seeing her in the middle of nowhere, chillin', gave me a funny feeling. She seemed to be okay with being by herself. I thought I could use a company like that. Back then, I assumed she was just another solitary soul, never to be seen again. I began to understand what Bob was talking about, seeing new people and all. Yeah, if I saw her down the street, I'm driving. We're like, oh cool, there's a lady there, bye-bye. For a second, I thought about stopping and smoking with her. It's not like it would be cheating or anything, would it? Never mind. Why would you... Jack has no sense of survival. Why are you doing this? I passed her and kept on driving. Okay, good. Took me forever to reach my father's land. I was tired, didn't know why. For a second, I thought about the woman from the gas station. What's her name again? Jane. Weird one. I never met with someone who got various tests and experiments for a living. She's a lab rat. Forests always gave me a sense of peace. My father had bought a large piece of land back when he was in his 20s. I wasn't sure what had been his idea for it, but since he's gone, the land belonged to me. I would have started a plantation of some sort. Okay, so he really likes the forest. Okay. 20 minutes later, I reached the cabin. It was a place where I could cut off constant noise. That's what I needed. The sun was down already. Stopped in front of the door to be in silence. Jane must have been a junkie or a hooker, probably both. I must have made a mistake by giving her my jacket and a dress. Well, no There's no way she could just have appeared in Grayville out of nowhere. She probably had her pimp looking for her. And let's see. Mans said he was gonna stop and smoke with her. Like, sir? She didn't ask for your company, for real? She'd probably be the one to be like, oh, what are you doing? Jack is definitely super dense. I wanted to enjoy the tranquility of the forest. Dog was barking. Let out a heavy sigh and opened the door. Smelled wood and old blankets. Oh, yeah, sexy. Oh, somewhere else. I was like, she's in the house. Oh, what the hell? Is that Jane? What was that? Was that drugs? First thing I did was find some matches and build a fire. I thought she was pissing in a urinal. I actually thought, I was like, this is a very weird, like, you know, that he just opened the door and then it's just a toilet. I was like, okay. I mean, Jane's here though. That's the scarier part. It was a long time since I stayed at the cabin. The air inside gone stale. There was a ton of dust. A fungus grew in here. It smelled nasty. Didn't have the energy to take care of it. I tossed my bag to the side of the bed and sat beside it. The worn out wood creaked under my weight. As soon as he said, anyone who has a kid got a ringtone as soon as he sat down. And now these bloody things can catch up with you out of nowhere. I reached for my phone. There was a single name on it, Natalie. Oh, he was supposed to call her. Aftermatch? Can't say I was ready, but I can't simply ignore her. Hello, Jack. Hi, Jack. How was the road? It was fine. I just got it settled. Good. Is everything all right? What do you think? No, look, I don't know what took hold of me, but I know I crossed the line. You have no idea how much it hurts. Okay. I don't think Natalie doesn't sound very cute. No, you don't. That's how every woman sounds to me in my head, by the way, Jay. There's too much on your mind. There's something always more important. Jack, I'm trying to work out our problems. And how are you planning on doing that? Are you on your own, by yourself? You don't talk to me? Have you ever thought that it might be worth it to include me in the process? Dude, Natalie is trouble. She does not leave you alone. You could probably be taking a shit and she's like, are you taking a shit without me? She'd probably be that type of woman. You know, Jack, you can just be so selfish sometimes. You seem to be blind, very simple, profound truth. What are you talking about? It's not only about you anymore. Think about it while you're out there. Anyway, the hospital just called. Apparently they got some junkie case. I need to take a nighter and hope to sleep early. Is she gonna be okay? Yeah, don't worry. I asked Hal to check on her later. Pretty much. Speaking of the little Deborah, she wants to speak to you soon. Oh, we're gonna speak to Hope. Hi, Dad! Okay, no. Even more high-pitched. Now I see why Jack trying to find opportunity. Damn, Jane be looking extra spicy right now after talking to Natalie. Mom said there's something on your mind. Yes, I was thinking. Okay, very hard about the hunting. I came up with a great idea. I'm all ears. What if instead of shooting animals, we catch them, we bring them home later and tame them? Oh, that's so cute. She's trying to have like pets. Should we play into her cute fantasy, or should we be honest? She looks so happy about it. Man, do I tell her it's a good idea? Like, imagine she just has a fucking farm in the back of my house. How am I supposed to... I can't be a supportive father. If she'd be having giraffes in the back of my house. Okay, how about we tell her it's a great idea? Hearing how proud she was of her idea, I couldn't break it to myself to tell her. Sadly, I've always been a poor liar. You don't sound kind of... Dude, she starts crying. Oh, fuck. Kill her, dude. Oh, shoot. Oh, she knew in the end anyway. Well, you see, we can't just tame wild animals. They're happier in the wild. That's where they belong. Then maybe we could at least get a dog. Oh, she wants a pet. A dog can protect me if anything happens. Can be my best friend. Oh, little kids growing up. I could take care of it myself. Maybe this way Mom can come on trip with us. Oh, she's so adorable. She's so young. We'll talk about it when I get back. But Dad! Anyway, I heard you'll be staying alone tonight. No scary movies, okay? Okay, nothing scary, I promise. Don't tell Mom. I'll be watching Princess Dragon. Princess Dragon? Aren't you a bit old for a fairy tale? Dang, he's like slapping down every idea that she has. It's my favorite movie. How do you even know it's a fairy tale if you've never seen it? Well, I asked you to watch it with me once, remember? You know, she just turned into like a sassy teenager. You never did. We only do things you want to do. I'm sorry, I've been busy, okay? Yeah, because you're always sitting in your shed with your monster car, or you ask someone without me. Dude, she's definitely like Natalie. Have fun by yourself, Dad. She starts crying. She hung up on me. It wasn't a proper way to act for a child. I promise I never noticed how quickly she became like her mother. She was all Natalie, all right. Damn. Oh, Mans is going through but poor Mans is going through some dark times. Tears in her eyes when she asked if I would have a son. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jack made a mistake by not telling her in the beginning, like, no, I don't want a son. I want you! And then like really make her feel special, but Jack is dense. I reached my bag. Oh no, he pulled the... I shouldn't have said yeah, he can get a bottle. I've enabled him! I felt like emptying both. Hey look, old man, isn't it your favorite brand? Jack Daniels? These days thoughts about my father rarely cross my mind. How many times have we drunk together? Twice. Dude, he's talking to a whiskey bottle. Jackie, you need to get some rest. You promised to drink with me again when my first son was born. I knew if I took a sip, the conversation would go south. Do we drink or go to sleep? Alright. Alright. Jackie, you need to go to bed. Let me protect him this time. Too much excitement for one day. I didn't feel like indulging myself in a drunken trip. I put the bottle away and dozed off. Mans just wanted to sleep but got attitude instead. Okay, what voice do I give her? She's on the move again. Okay, no. She's on the move again. I found her tracking device. It looks like she ripped away from her own teeth. I spoke with a guy who saw her at the local gas station. They're not trying to kill Natalie. They're trying to kill Jane. Seems she got tangled with the local authorities. Nothing I can't handle. This better not influence your schedule. It won't, sir. Good. You have 24 hours to contain the situation. Keep a low profile. Yes, sir. The additional assets have been involved, by the way. Once the target is contained, we'll have another task for you. Understood. That one night, I slept like a baby. I woke up fresh and energetic, which is rare. Didn't take me long to realize why. When I looked out the window, the sun was already high. I must have been asleep for like 10 hours, which meant I had wasted my first day. No animal I was interested in would be active in the middle of the day. Why would there be a dog out here? I decided to check it out. Oh, there's a random dog out there? That's weird. Following the barking was difficult. I couldn't use my usual tracks, so I walked into the forest blindly. He didn't have any clues because he lost the clues for the dog. So he just spent some time in the forest. Oh, there was the dog just barking the whole day. Okay. We're confronting the rabid dog? I'd expected many things, but not what I saw. Instead of a stray mutt, it was a dangerous looking hound tied to a tree. Oh. Seemed like a strong beast, but even I could recognize a purebred when I see one. Looked like he spent at least a couple days in the forest. He was a bit dirty, still healthy and strong. There's a bloody wound on his neck. The collar must have cut his skin when he struggled to set himself free. Some bastard must let him there. If I laid my hand on the guy who did this, even just thinking about it made me furious. Aww. First of all, I had to free him. Cutting the rope without getting close, I needed to gain his trust somehow. Should I approach the dog from the side or head on? From the side. Because they might take it as like more threatening if we go forward. He seemed tense and alert, but didn't make any move. Can't say it was big progress, but hey, at least there was no growling this time. He looked at me, bared his fangs. That wasn't the way to go after all. I had to start from the beginning. Oh, we have to go head on. Okay. With the rope tied to his neck, I could more or less predict how far the dog could reach. That's why I decided to approach him head on. Worst case, I would just get out of his range. You can't run away from a dog! That thing is quick! He didn't attack me, but definitely felt threatened. I could see his eyes. He didn't want to fight me, but he knew he can't run away. If I got any closer, he would snap. Avert your gaze or look at avert. Yeah, you can't stare a dog in the eyes and not be like challenging to them. I was still a little worried how he'd react. Seemed like the dog finally gained some confidence. He started to wag his tail. Oh! I caught a glimpse of curiosity. Fangs were still there, but rather than a weapon ready to be used, he was waiting for my next move. Finally got my chance. We're far from friendly, but ready to change. I reached for my bag. The lovely smell picked the dog's attention immediately. I fished in the bag, pulled out Natalie's sandwich. Aww. Sorry, Natalie. It's a necessary sacrifice. He gave the dog the sandwich. That's so cute. I packed 2 more sandwiches. Oh, he gave away all his sandwiches. Aww. And he unties it. Oh wait, quickly recalled things I had with me. I wasn't sure if I was prepared. Oh, rifle? Nah, that's a little extra. Let's bring out the pocket knife. What are we gonna do with a battery? Knife was pretty dull. Still useful though. I needed something else? What? How am I supposed to get it? Let's try something light, like Natalie's sandwich. Oh, okay, we need to cut it. Flashlight, batteries. Okay. Flashlight. Okay, fine, we'll use a rifle. Oh my god. What else is a knife for? Flashlight? Wait, I have an idea. Light bulb could be used for various things. Setting a fire? This man gonna burn the rope? Okay. I knew he would attack if he felt hesitation or fear. Dog sensed emotions. I focused on rope and tried not to think about him snapping at me. Took a couple minutes, but the dog was free. Nice, nice. Aww. Oh, you look like a typical lap dog. He's so adorable, Labradors. Or a golden retriever? Kinda looks like a golden retriever. No wonder it was impossible to tell if he even tied the tree. Lasso sandwiches did the trick. Nice. Oh my god, Jane, what the hell? Oh. I was able to lead the dog all the way back to the cabin. Oh my god. But this guy needed someone more skilled than me. So we're calling the vet. Nah, that jacket gotta be cursed. Freaking the jacket killed Jane. Hi Jack, can you remember? You must have been good with the ladies. Need your help? Oh, okay. So they're talking about helping the dog out. And that he has enough money to go because he doesn't need to work with the shop for a while. Bob came earlier than expected. Where's the patient? Took some convincing to get the dog to walk through the door, but they were able to get him in. Click the tongue to get the dog's attention. The dog could smell unlike me. He seemed to know exactly what to do. Wonder if he keep his hands intact. Fortunately, not only that, he also managed to clean the wound, even though the dog wasn't happy about it. Began growling. Okay, so they're just taking care of the dog. I don't know why he abandoned his studies. He seems to be... Oh, okay, so he used to be a vet. Oh yeah, that's what he told us earlier. One wasn't that bad. That's cool. Not especially. Should take him to a professional. No vet around here. Would be pretty hard on him. That's why I called you. Doesn't seem to be open to trips on strangers. I also brought you some dog food. Don't give him too much at once. I don't know yet. When I found him, I just had to help him. Aww. Okay, so we're still trying to take care of the dog. There's definitely something about the dog that's special. He had depth from studying. Even dropped out. Oh, he had to go in alone. I hadn't done enough. I was slacking. He accused me of bad decisions. I had taken a gun with me. Ooh. But it's all in water under the bridge, but unless my brother comes for me to collect his gun. I didn't know you owned a gun. Well, I need to look after my business. You never know. So what do you intend to do with the dog? Oh! Oh, is that gonna be... Oh, is that gonna be the new family doggy? Oh, that's cute. Anyway, Hope accused me of not spending enough time with her, so getting her a dog may be a good way of reconnecting with her. I don't know, I don't think pets are like a solution to problems. Because I've noticed that People are always thinking like, oh, let's get a dog, let's have a child, let's add more responsibilities when we're already struggling with our lives, you know? And I just feel like it's never a good idea to bring more responsibility in whenever you have problems you need to solve with your family. Like for the little girl, then maybe just set some time aside for her, I don't know, to kind of make sure that she knows, like, she has like consistency in her life. As a boy, I really hated learning history, same. Always liked listening to Alexander the Great, he was more thrilling than the rest. I wouldn't mind naming a dog after him. Aww. So the dog's gonna name like, oh, we get to name him! How about, I say, Xander sounds cute, right? I'll go with Xander. Oh, the dog. Fits him well. One more thing I need to tell you. Don't tell me you and Nat have an affair. I would shoot you right here. Please don't. I still got my debts to pay off. What is it then? There's this chick at the station asking for Hal. She said she knew you. Oh yeah, no, I mean, she's just a chick I met and wanted to help. She seemed out of place. At first I thought she was some kind of junkie. She gave me this really weird feeling. She was shivering too. Anyway, Hal took her to the station. She's not my problem anymore, but that's not all. Another woman arrived late last evening asking for the chick. There was something about her I couldn't put my finger on. And boy, she was a stunner. You should have seen her. She leaned back like a doe. What was I saying? The other woman? Oh yeah. Oh, Bob is interested in the rando lady. She asked about the military base. Must have been a spook or something. Spook? You've been watching too many action flicks. I'm telling you, man, something's going down. So many soldiers arrived yesterday. Now this woman? There was also a guy with a briefcase this morning and hold up, Bob. You're getting carried away. It's just another weekend in the town. Only with some outsiders traveling though. Yeah, you're probably right. I better head back. Got a business to run. See you later, Chief. Yeah, that's some weird stuff. I decided to try Bob's trick to see if I could get a similar result. Clicked my hand, and let's see. After a brief moment, he licked my fingers. Aww. Oh, they're friends now. That's cute. I scratched his back, causing a lot of tail wagging. He was a lapdog. Thanks to my new friend, I wanted to go back to Natalie. Even with the frustrations, I wanted to surprise their faces, see how happy Hope would be, and how Natalie, unsure at first, would change their minds soon as they saw them playing together. I knew it wouldn't resolve our issues. I would just need to face my shortcomings. The dog gave me a starting point. I knew what to do and had the confidence to do it. It took Xander a long time to start frolicking. I wasn't against a little wrestling, but the wood on his neck was pretty fresh, so I tried to cover it. 30 kilos of fluffiness. Oh, that's so cute. Heard a loud crack around near my right pocket. Okay, bud, that's enough. No, Xander, enough. Sit. When I finally managed to get under the dog, I reached my pocket to find my phone was torn. Oh, shoot. No communication to the mainland. In the end, I decided to call it a day. I planned to hunt on next morning, so hitting the bed was crucial. Dude, you lost your phone, and why are you still hunting? Oh, and she's back. What should we call her? Cig lady? Cigarette lady? A woman? Reporting in. It's not a scheduled call. Woman got away. No one told me what to expect of her. She attacked several people at the hospital. I saw her. Calm down, agent. This wasn't the briefing. The girl basically bit her way out of the hospital and jumped out a third-story window. She was mad. I'd never seen anything like that. The locals are shocked. Sheriff wants to organize a manhunt. I've already seen the soldiers from the military base moving around the town. The town will undergo a quarantine in a matter of 2 hours. This should make your second task easier. Your briefing. Listen to me. If what she's carrying is infectious, your quarantine won't be able to contain it. People will die. I need to find her. Calm down, agent. Focus on your second target. Let's do our part. What about my extraction? You'll figure something out. Your task is to secure the scientist and get him out alive. And the second asset? He is none of your concern. Find the scientist, get him out alive, and bring him to us. Don't fail this time. We'll be very sorry to see you go. Oh, dude. That's not good news. It was still dark outside when I woke up. Battery's dead. Oh, they're hunting with Xander. Aww. To be honest, I had no idea if taking Xander was a good idea. Oh yeah. Took out pocket knife, piece of bandage, and I want to be prepared better than before. We're quietly walking for half an hour. I remember the rope must have belonged to a climber. Suddenly Xander started sniffing around. He caught a trace. He was a real predator after all. I decided to trust his instincts. I guess they found an animal. Oh, it's a person! Dude, we have another person coming in. A young man in a blue sport jacket and a baseball hat. Silver carabiners? What is that? At his belt rattled as he walked. Compared to me, he made a hell lot of noise. He's looking in the same place as Xander was before. Two of us weren't the only people around. There was someone else. Someone I didn't expect to see again. It was the woman from the gas station. She was moving extremely fast. Oh my god. She ran up to the unsuspecting guy, jumped on top of him, knocked him down. She leaned down towards his arm and... it's turning sexual. I'm just kidding. Oh, she wild. Oh my god. First, I couldn't really comprehend what was going on. Maybe they were just fooling around. Maybe it was a stupid charade. Took some time to realize what happened. Oh my god! Jane bit a part of the guy's arm and swallowed it. I saw her face. She was covered in blood and bent down and sink her teeth in the guy's throat. It was no longer a human face. Oops, I accidentally clicked it again. No, I don't want to see this happen again. Okay. She was devouring a live person. Can you imagine it? The guy was screaming in pain. He was trying to push her off, but didn't have enough strength. She reached for his neck, and it was already too late for him. Soon as the screaming was replaced by gargling and gnarling, I couldn't move. I was paralyzed with fear. Xander reacted first. He lunged at Jane! I didn't know her strength come from, but she tore the jaw. She tore the dog's jaws open and threw him away as if he was a paper doll. No! And we just named him! No! Not Xander! That's when she noticed me. Even though there was more than 20 meters between us, I could see her eyes. They weren't human anymore. She wasn't human. She was something else. There was nothing in her face besides primal rage. It's an ancient fury of a wild beast in its most basic form. She lunged right at me. Her moves are quick and determined. She caught up with me before I had any time to think. Moments like this make you act on your instincts. Shoot her or try to overpower her. Shoot her! What? She's lunging at me. What am I supposed to do? I don't have another weapon. She could bite me. I never gave it a conscious thought. I raised my rifle, body acted on its own, and aimed and took one shot. I wasn't sure if it made any difference. I breathed and waited the sentence. It was enough. I shot her through the chest and through her lung. She was squirming on the grass, whimpering. As her breath grew desperate and her moves grew sluggish, she started crying. When I shot animals, I always made sure they didn't suffer. I shot again if it missed its mark, but this was different. I stood above a young woman crying from pain. A woman who tried to eat a man alive a few seconds prior. A woman who I had met a couple days earlier. What was I supposed to do? Oh no, don't make me do this! What the hell? Do I end her misery? What if there's like a reason? Like, what if there's like a reason? Run away? How are you supposed to decide this? Is she still human? I feel so bad. What if she's actually... Oh, she was a lab rat. Oh, shoot. I remember that's what she said she does for a living. Dude. We gotta end it. Full said shoot her and then figure out why she was pulling a prank on me. No. No, she's like, it was just a prank, bro. She's just oh jeez, okay. How about we just run? How about we run? I know we want to finish her, but at the same time there's gotta be a reason. You know, there's gotta be a reason this happened, you know? Maybe she can... Let's run away. And plus we were defending, you know? We weren't trying to go towards her. Oh, I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. I made sure she wouldn't hurt anyone else. There's no need for me to fight her anymore. I closed my eyes and walked away. I could hear her breathing, choking, coughing. I felt terrible, but I couldn't finish her off. I had no idea what was going on. There was no way for me to help her. First, I thought that came after Natalie. I touched my pockets, feeling for my cell phone. I need to get back to the cabin. As I decided to head straight back to my cabin, I heard a quiet whine. No, not Xander! He was nearby, whimpering softly, licking the face of the now passed away man. I wondered if that was his former owner. If so, what was he doing here? Had he come to end his unfinished business, too afraid that someone would find out? Or maybe he had a change of heart or came back to get his dog. Guess we'll never know. I came out to Xander and started running back. He followed me, limping. Oh, poor thing. I had no idea why that woman attacked me. The only thing I knew for certain was I needed to call Natalie. I had to make sure she was safe. There's no time to waste. I picked up my pace. Sight of a massacre was still fresh in my head. Dude, that's freaking like level 10 trauma. Ooh, this is like hella trauma. Yeah, she did. Well, red sick lady gotta have hands to get Jane's ass. My stomach turned upside down whenever I thought about what happened. Couldn't believe I left her like that. I felt my self-image crashing down on me. For a second, I could picture my father scolding me in my head like there was something I should... Should we have ended her? But then what if that causes issues with freaking that red lipstick lady? What if she comes after us? Would I be able to finish my brother in arms, or would I walk away? Only I knew. I could hear her wheezing in my head. Oh no. Even if I had restrained her, what was I supposed to do later? I needed to talk with somebody. I needed to talk with Natalie. God, I missed her. My hand shook when I reached for my phone. I unplugged and pushed the power button. But as soon as the phone came back to life, I got flooded with messages, missed calls. There were at least a dozen unread messages. Oh shoot, they're all from yesterday? Oh, we in some trouble. How is it possible for me to miss so many calls? I realized how. I was playing with Xander, and the screen wasn't the only thing that got smashed. It was the speaker too. Oh. Who was calling me though? I did the silliest thing. I punched the goddamn thing. It worked. I quickly connected my voicemail. 4 messages. First message recorded on Saturday. Jack, please pick up the phone. The junkie they brought in yesterday, she snapped. I mean, God. She attacked some of the staff. There were only 3 of us. Another nurse and Dr. Jacobs got bitten and scratched. I'd never seen anything like that. I'm okay, but she jumped out of the window and vanished. I'm worried about Hope. I'll be heading back. Call me back soon. The second message is on Sunday. Pick up the phone. Get back here, Jack. This isn't time to play your silent treatment. Besides, this is a woman's domain. The people I've told you about before are getting worse. Some of them have a terrible fever. One got really aggressive and we needed to sedate him. Something's not right. Please call me as soon as you get back. I'm scared. Third voicemail. Jack! I can hear gunshots. Here in the hospital. I need you to get back right now. What the hell is going on? Oh no! Dude. Oh my god. Fourth new message. I'm coming for you, Jack. I've left Hope with... Stay where you are. The signal... The message ended abruptly. It hit me. Sunday was 3 hours ago. All of this already happened. And Natalie... Oh, shoot. Should we have taken, Hope with us? Natalie did us Jay. You could have ended patient 0. I could have... Oh, frick. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. But, I mean, she was already kind of like, you know, she wasn't looking so hot, so I don't know what's gonna happen next, but after a voicemail, I just stood there, needed a moment to process. I knew I had to find Nat. First instinct was to call her, but it's not enough. Oh yeah, our phone was broken! Screen went black. Xander seemed to sense my distress. Do you want to help me, buddy? Natalie knew the route. It was a long road. I had no means of finding her, but I clung to what hope I had left. Are we gonna look for Natalie now? I scarcely remember getting into the car and setting off. Sweat trickled down my back. I wasn't speeding only because I worried I might miss her. Eventually I found a roadster. I parked there, and Natalie wasn't anywhere to be seen. My heart skipped as I scanned my surroundings. My thoughts scrambled. I couldn't bear the thought of that last memory Natalie would have of me. Would be an absent jerk. That our argument was the last thing we saw of each other. I had to find her. I had to find her and make things right. With all my determination, Xander was the one who found her. He darted off the road and into the forest. I followed. I didn't think much. It was an instinct. I guess I trusted him. Didn't take long. I saw her stumbling between the trees. She didn't seem to recognize me. Her eyes were dazed. No, she's a zombie. I didn't know what to do. She was wounded. No. No. What was I gonna tell her? Calm her or snap at her? Well, calm her? Is she a zombie? Maybe she's just freaking out. Calm her. Nat! Jack, where are you, Jack? Natalie, I'm right here. It's gonna be alright. I cradled her, and she seemed to calm down a little. Jack, is that you? Yes, it's me, sweetie. I'm so sorry I broke the car. Forget about the car, silly. Everything will be fine. I could see her shiver. At first I thought it was because of the car crash or the wound, but realization hit me. We're in the middle of the forest. The place Natalie truly feared. Oh, okay. She was scared of the forest, okay. She was an angel of courage. Oh. What happened? In the hospital, you wouldn't believe me. Try me. They brought in a young lady with strange symptoms, weak yet explosive. Okay, so they're definitely talking about, she wouldn't eat anything. She snapped. They tried to restrain her. She attacked other patients. Security guard tried to shoot her, but she jumped out the window from a third story. No idea what happened to her after that. Took care of doctor, but things got weird. I felt queasy. Weird how? They got terrible fever. We couldn't bring it down. Sheriff declared a manhunt. He mobilized officers. I think the military got involved too. They set up checkpoints. For some reason, it seemed like they're trying to keep people in. Then there was that woman. It's hard to say who she was. I swear to God. I was sure she was my coworker, but it turned out she wasn't. I don't know who she was. What about you? Are you hurt? I'm fine. I was worried about you. Why didn't you call me back? I shouldn't lie to Nat. There was already too much bad blood between us. She deserved my honesty, but again, after all she went through, wouldn't it be more cruel to tell her what happened? I swallowed and decided to. Well, tell her. Like, you have to tell her. You can't just lie to her, because this is a situation involving, you know, that lady too. It's a big deal. I told her how I found Xander and how he broke my phone. I had to tell Nat I had to shoot her self-defense. If Nat had been pale before she was sickly, I didn't know what Jane had turned into. At any rate, it wasn't the worst of it. Natalie interrupted me only once. God, I didn't think. How could that happen? I have no idea. She was human, Jack, only just a couple hours ago. But listen, I didn't have a choice. I had to defend myself. I understand. She attacked me, Nat. Not only the other way around, remember that. Worst part was I had to confess I left the woman out there, wounded and dying. I didn't have enough guts to end her misery. Oh. It wasn't guts. It wasn't guts. It was because I was thinking different things, okay? It wasn't because I was too pussy to do it. I could have done it. Something I would have done for an animal without hesitation, I wasn't able to do for a person. Okay, but then, like, there's more about it, though. We can't just be like, oh, bye-bye. You know, it's for self-defense. I couldn't read Natalie's face when I told her. Was she proud, disappointed? Either way, we had more things to deal with right now. Where's Hope? I wouldn't leave her alone. I took her with me. She was scared. I didn't know what happened to you. I was worried what we might find. So I dropped her at Bob's. He promised to take care of her. I trust him. Okay, so we're gonna go with Bob. Well, for the moment back there, I felt relief. I thought regardless of what happened to me, Nat, our daughter, was at least safe. I didn't know anything. Woman, what the hell happened here? Wait, that's Bob! I didn't even notice. I thought it was the red-haired lady. Oh my god. Wait, was that the red-haired lady or was that Bob? Oh my god, guys. That's the first part. That's insane. I mean, I can't even imagine, like, what's gonna happen next. I have the second demo, which I will play right now. But what do you guys think of that? That's insane. I did not expect that to happen. That's really... wow. Okay, I can't go back more, huh? I can see him. He's in my crosshairs now. Did you take the wind into account? The fallout of the bullet? Yes, obviously. Shoot. The bullet thuds perfectly into the target, the center of the shield, hanging a few hundred feet away from another skyscraper. It's that simple, Dave. So why do I have to fight? I could take anyone down that way. You can, but it's not an achievement. You have to show respect. Part 2, guys. Oh! The game content may not be appropriate for all ages. I don't know. I mean, when you plan a murder, the night is usually your ally. Honest citizens sleep in their beds. Only a few keep watch. It's easy to fool alarms, security systems. You just need the right equipment. It's worse with people. There's no room for mistakes here. Fortunately, there's a sub-caliber ammunitions and silencers. Together, they're no louder than a sneeze. My target is a cold-hearted son of a bitch, a drug boss who directly responsible for deaths of several good Chicago cops. Indirectly, due to his contaminated meth, rich kids were dying by the dozens. Not that I'm particularly crying for them, but someone high up didn't like it very much. He'd be in for years of legal hell, hundreds and thousands of lawyers' fees, and no one could give a guarantee that they wouldn't get him out from that shit. But this way, one shot, there's no more problem. Her name's Karen, I guess. That's our red lipstick lady? I'm sure he was alone. His lover laid tied up in the apartment he'd bought for his trysts? Their little nests of love. The wife and his kids were in Florida vacation. One shot. Pull the trigger! That was the point, right? That's why we're here. Damn it, it jammed. Oh, it wasn't meant to be. All I have left is a knife. Oh my god, no, don't do this. Creak of the door. There shouldn't be anyone here. I checked in myself. Paralyzed with fear, I slowly turned my head. Oh, it was a memory. That damn mansion, I was there again. Events from years ago, vivid as ever. Take another pill, it should help, at least for a while. I have medication for no more than 2 days. I can't help fight off the nightmares. Aww. Cigarettes taste pleasant. Okay, a nice change from stuffy freeway parking lots. She'd describe herself as a hunter if she could. A headhunter for agency for the dirty work, which I have plenty of. Just a while ago, I was pursuing a young drug trafficker in Alaska who had driven there all the way from New Mexico. But today, it was determined that a woman named Jane was much more important. What do I do about her? Not much. She escaped from medical lab. What kind? Strictly confidential, Karen. You don't need to know. Anyway, that girl was valuable enough to have a tracking device implanted under her skin. Intriguing. Usually, such tests are carried out on people who don't care for a living, but do care about extra money. Well, in exchange for a couple days, maybe a couple weeks of testing, you might get a large sum of money. Okay, so usually no one cares about them. So much trouble for an ex-junkie? Oh, damn. Well, I'm not gonna be picky since this is an opportunity to get absolution for my sins. How's it going, Karen? That's her name, red lipstick lady. Dave, he shouldn't be here. No, he isn't here. I'm managing quite well. Remember what I taught you? Yeah, sure. The first rule is always have a plan for every situation. Very good, Miss Stamp. And he disappeared, a ghost from the past, an ex-mentor. He wasn't there, it was just my disturbed psyche. Oh wow, she's got some trauma. Grayville no longer appeals to me. I have half a cigarette left. Damn. It's another hallucination. Oh my god, she's going through it. Reached in the trunk, and short device has several miles and how close the transmitter is. Okay. Let's pick up. Agency, Stamp, what's the status? I located the girl. Proceeding with extraction. I lie, yes, but I needed that little victory right now. Anyway, what comes next? I know I can handle it. Great work, Stamp. Confirm target security and you'll receive further instructions. I didn't know I was accidentally lying. I thought she actually knew where it was. Because we saw where it was. Further instructions, I'll be staying in Grayville longer than I thought. Damn. Jane was here somewhere. She should fall right into my hands soon. There's no escape from this. I'm too good. I'll confirm Stamp is reliable. I won't disappoint them again. No need to waste my time here. I run my fingers through the combat knife lying next to me as always. Yeah, that's the reason Dave keeps showing up my head. His damned rule as a past teacher. Aww, Dave was her mentor, huh? Long training getting me off the street. Only I hadn't messed up, but I guess I tend to mess things up. It's not a good trait. Sadly, the combat knife, last gift from Dave, we count the hunter's efficiency in the distance between us and the target. Anyone can kill with a rifle and scope it. Those are the words of Dave, the master. Alright, so we're tracking down Jane. Should we pick up this phone number? Hello? Stranger. Karen, you'll know where you end up, right, girl? In hell, that's where you'll belong. You can't escape the truth. I know that voice very well. That's the voice of someone I feared the most in the world. So much so that I saw marks on my ankles and thighs from failed escape attempts. I peeked at call history, no sign of this strange conversation. Oh, Karen. So her tracker was, I guess, in this gas station. But what's Jane doing here? There's a man standing at the dispenser from a distance. He looks disgusting to me. Greasy. In one word, disgusting. I think I have an eye for detail. I know what book should not be judged by its cover. Hey doll, you got a cigarette? I ran out of mine. Hesitate but only for a moment. I give him one of mine. I have less than one left. Okay. I'm waiting for the owner. I don't think I'll see him. What are you doing here, doll? Visiting? I'll say I love mountains. I love mountains. There's plenty to go around here. You may be surprised. I think you won't be bored. Thanks for the cigarette. I'll give it back to you soon. Don't return my crusty cigarette back. Put your lips on it. And when he left, what a weird man. He got a good car, which is incompatible with his neglected looks. I feel like he doesn't belong here. It's like nobody belongs here. What catches my eye from the start are the tribal amulets hanging from the ceiling. No sign of Jane, but just a spot for petty cash or shopping. See a lot of ammo. Meanwhile, this unresolved issue of my target, since Jane isn't here. There are bathrooms for travelers. Could she be hiding here? Oh my god, the bathroom is creepy. Is anyone here? The tracker shows that I'm almost by Jane, but I can't spot anyone. I need to sweep that place thoroughly, inch by inch. Girl is definitely here. She must have left something behind. Maybe the owner can tell me more. Wait, what actually happened here? Is that her blood or some random junkies? No one could have been here except her. Jane, what have you done? From the outside comes a hum of an engine. Gravel crunches under the tires. Door slams audibly. Someone arrived at the station. I only have a moment, but that should be enough for me to look around. Maybe I can find something useful here? Oh geez, what's gonna be useful for us? Trash can, boots, glass? Maybe glass? Crushed glass? Smeared blood, someone mutilated themselves. Oh my god. But why? Could she have ripped out her transmitter? Does she know about the chase? Trash can. Next to used condom. Lying here far too long, I find a tattered notebook. Looks simple. Cheerful pink mouse. On impulse, I open first page. It's Jane's name? I'll keep this diary. Maybe I'll find a moment to glance at it later. So let's look into the boots. Heels lying if they're unreal. Lab didn't give heels to female patients. Alright, so it's gonna be the sink. Trying to overcome my repulsion, I carefully dive to the bottom of the sink. Bingo! A torn piece of skin attached to some oval device. The signal receiver squeaks like crazy. Oh, it's Jane's tracker. She ripped it out of herself. She knew that she would be hunted. There were quite a lot of things in the story that didn't seem to work from the start, and then the agency and its graciousness didn't bother to lighten the situation for me. Heck, the mission just got complicated. The situation went from bad to worse. Jane knows she's being hunted. I had no idea where the girl would be hiding now. What is she so afraid of? So far, 1 point for the little junkie, not so much of an optimistic outcome. Jill, hey, what are you doing here? Shit. This small town cop is the last person I was hoping to run into. A bathroom in blood, a transmitter remnant in my hand, and a stranger's face in town. Not much played in my favor. I heard a noise. I'll say, how about you? It's a bathroom. I heard a noise. I heard a noise, but there was no one inside. And you just happened to walk in? You're lying. No. Yeah, stranger, you're lying, but tough. I'll keep an eye on you. If I don't like you, you know, the cells are open. We're very hospitable. Perhaps you'll stay longer. She takes Jack's. Oh, she took the tracker. She was acting weird, like she knew more than I did. This is crazy. The cop leaves, but there's another car in front of the station. Let me lift this a little bit so you guys can hear them. Is it possible that the owner of the place has arrived? Maybe I'll check in later. Oh, he is here. I'll munch off. He smiles at me. That's a good sign. Hi, how can I help you? He has a nice voice, slow, calm. I'm here on business, private detective, flirt. Oh, let's say I'm looking for my sister. Looking for my sister. She's in bad condition. What made you think she might be in here? Grayville's not really a tourist paradise. Call me from the road, saying, I don't know, she's on drugs. People like that act different. Do you have anything that proves it? I have a diary. A diary enough for you? She was taken by sheriff like an hour ago. Ask about guns. Or leave. Ask about guns. See some interest in guns. You know a thing or two? Yeah, I wanted to join the police force. Would you like to show me? Aww. Cool stuff. Really sturdy. Gift from my uncle. In fact, I got this whole station from him. Should I ask more about the city, or is it time to say goodbye? Pull his tongue. Doesn't seem business going poorly. Grayville slowly. I have to stay though. Doesn't make sense. They didn't come back, huh? Ask about the base. Ask about debt. So you're saying there's scientists here? Why? A military base. Alright, this is concrete. A secret lab used to deliver people. I'm chasing a girl who escaped from a facility. I'll bet my life I know from which one. I thank him and I'm getting ready to leave. I'll stop by here when I get back. Take care. He smiles and raises his hand and goodbye. Find an export, no time for local cuties. I move on, leaving the backwater behind. Man, this is wild though. So we're still chasing after her. I look at my watch. I only have some good news. Stop the car. This is Stamp reporting. What's the status? Okay, so that's it. Okay. So we did finally finish part 2. But part 2, this demo is very short, so that's practically it. This is a really good game though, so I'm definitely gonna get it once it's fully released, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Sleep well!